Hey guys, Matt here, and today I am out in the field trying to determine something that probably a lot of you guys have wondered about, and that is, what is the best overstable approach disc? Now, for the sake of this video, I'll tell you kind of how I narrowed the disc down. Basically, anything that was Speed 4 and in the far left section or a couple sections of the Marshall Street flight chart, that's where I'm looking. Ideally the speed will be something like 4, whatever glide number, 0, and then 2 to 4. I did not include discs like the Anvil because it's hard to find right now, or the Stego because it's so overstable. I felt like it didn't really fit in with these discs, but watching my other videos, I love the Stego and will always bag one. But I'm doing this video partially because I'm trying to find out for myself what is the best overstable approach disc, because I just wounded my favorite one, my soft BT Soft first run Harp that I've been throwing for like 7 years. Has a cut in it that's about to go through the flight plate. If you don't know, a pierced flight plate makes the disc illegal, and any tree hit or anything at all could render that one completely unusable now. So it's up on the wall, she's retired, and I've got to find a replacement. So here I've got 5 very worthy, very highly rated by the Infinite Disc users, maybe yourself. And of course I've got the Westside Harp. I was throwing the Harp before it was cool, and I'm still throwing it after a lot of people have dropped it for another option. The Prodiscus Jokeri, one of the OG overstable approach discs, been out longer than most of the ones we thrown today. New kid on the block, the Discmania Tactic in the soft plastic. The Discraft Z Zone. Ideally I would have got this one in Jawbreaker, but availability and budget were not conducive to that one, so I'm throwing a fresh Z1 in there that I got at a tournament recently. Shout out to Boys in the Woods. And the Infinite Disc C-Blend Ruin, which rates super highly, and if you saw my video a while ago, you know that I am a fan of this one as well. So I'll be trying these on a couple different lines. I'll be throwing it for distance, which will grade 1 to 5, and the longest one will get 5 points, and then down to 1 point, so that'll be weighted kind of lightly. And then I've got my basket out here at 250 feet, which I feel like most people are using this type of disc from that distance in, so it'll be forehand and backhand accuracy. If it's parked, that's within 3 meters. I think it's 11 feet, something like that. But around 3 meters around the basket, that'll be 10 points. Circle 1, 5 points. Circle 2, 2 points. And then we'll add them all up from there. So let's give these guys some throws and see how we like them. Okay, so for backhand distance, those are all within about 20 feet, but this is how the points will line up. The zone was shortest at 290 feet, so that'll get 1 point. The Tactic was 299, 2 points. The Harp, 1 foot further, 300 even, 3 points. The Ruin, 305, 4 points. And the Jokeri, 313, 5 points. So let's see how they do forehand, and maybe that holds up, maybe it doesn't. Okay, so for forehands, the Jokeri was the shortest at 246. It's a little less stable. I didn't feel like I could crank on it quite as much. The tactic actually faded pretty nice. It was second shortest, good flight though. Ruin was right at 270. Harp was 290, almost the same forehand and backhand. And the zone was the longest at 305, so it was our longest forehand. Now it's time for the big time round, the accuracy round. The reason you throw one of these guys. So I'll do a round backhand first, and then forehand second, and that'll see who's the best. Okay, so our big winner on the backhand accuracy round was the tactic. It was parked. It was less than a full 3 meters away. The Ruin, the Jokeri, and the Harp were all inside circle 1, although not as close as I would have liked. There's a little bit of a crosswind that pushed those spike hyzers more than I would have thought. And then due to its skip, because the Z plastic, the zone was at circle 2. If it was jawbreaker, it probably would have been circle 1 still, but it only got 2 points. Now time to try these guys out forehand and see how they do that way. Oh, you saw it. Harp went in. Okay, so on the forehand accuracy round, the one that was the most off was the Ruin. Only got 2 points, circle 2. The tactic was edge of circle 1, so we got a 5. The Jokeri actually was pretty much parked, it got a 10. The zone was pure parked, it was a 10. And then the Harp went in the basket, so it also gets a 10, because I didn't make a provision for throwing one in from 250. So adding all those up, that means the one with the roughest score was the Ruin with 14 points. Really good disc actually. I just had a really hard time dialing it in forehand. Backhand was pretty decent, but forehand I had a rougher time. Second place with 18 points is the Zone. The Zone actually dominated the forehand rounds. I could not throw it as well backhand. So if you're primarily a forehand player, check that out because it's maybe not quite as versatile as the other ones, but for forehands, it rocks. And the other three were all really close. The Tactic had 20 points. It feels really great. I heard they might be retooling the Tactic, so if you liked what you saw in this video, pick one up now before the new ones come out. And if you didn't, maybe pick up one of the new ones. You might like it better. And tied with first with 21 points each were the Prodiscus Jokeri and the Westside Harp. Both Finnish companies, well, historically Finnish, although molded in Sweden and now owned by Latitude 64 and Dynamic. The Jokeri I really love for backhands. It's got a little bit lower, more rounded shoulder, kind of like an Envy, but maybe a touch more overstable than some Envies, but not by a lot. It's not as overstable as a lot of people have said in the past, and I probably would put it one block closer to center than it is on the Marshall Street Flight Shark. Really nice though, and I could really throw it backhand well. Obviously the Harp I kind of clicked with, and this was the one that's been in my, not this one, but a Harp has been in my bag for a long time, so I'm pretty familiar with it. And I gotta say, tie goes to the one that went in the basket. The Westside Harp, that's the winner. That's the one I'm keeping in my bag for now. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked the video. Maybe you'll check one of these out. They're all really great, honestly. I could throw any of these and be really happy with them. But we'll stick with the one that went in the basket. Appreciate you guys watching.